Okay, take two. If I was gonna do the car, I mean the brakes stopped, they're functional. But I go in and out of the driveway. I haven't taken it on the road in a long time. So let's go along the body. The puddle lamps, believe it or not, they still work. You got some crack on the paint there. Clear coat is gone on the hood. Starting, the roof is all right. The roof is okay. Definitely on the beginnings of the nose, as you could see. Let's work my way around on this fender, as you can tell. Along the A-pillar of the door, on the top of the door. The roof is okay, I believe. It's dirty, but I think it's all right. The top of this door. This puddle lamp works also. There is, the bottom is okay, just dirty. Over here we got some crack in the paint. This light, the ballast doesn't work. That center one doesn't light up. There's actually a little bit of water in there. But it's definitely gone, the clear coat, and the part right above. This quarter, the back end looks all right. Got a little, well, more than a little. Got some body rot under there. It's kind of just in that area. I actually had a mechanic friend of mine go underneath the car. That evaporator tray is rotted out. I have clamps on it, and there's a cross member that goes across it that's rotted out too. There is rust underneath the car. I mean, it is from 97, but he says the body, the frame is still solid. He went under there with a hammer and screwdriver, and it looks good. You could see this is dried out. The tint is bubbled. The car does have a remote start, but it doesn't start it. Power comes on, but the engine don't crank. Wipers work. The door handle on the passenger side is broken, this piece here, but I do have one that I will give you. Other than that, the disco bolt does not come with it. That's coming with me. That little clip between the lights sometimes falls out. Other than that, she runs good. I just don't have the time to bring her back to her former glory. The two holes back there were for a band pass box. Stereo is not included, FYI. Oh, wheels and rims. One of those drift wheels, I hit a paver on the Bell Parkway a bunch of years ago, and it dented the wheel. It gives you a slow flat. I still have the wheel. It's in much better shape than these. These wheels were new. The rims were $200, and I do have all four of the Octi wheels, whatever they're called. But they, they're in bad shape. No center caps for them. They do have tires. This one has a slow leak. It might last a week or two, and then it just goes all the way down. I don't know, sometimes they say there's an issue with the bead and air getting out of there. Not really sure. But I'm gonna make a list of other things I've done. Oh, most important, the air ride. A bunch of years ago, the compressor blew and the relay, I changed it out myself. Then not too long thereafter, the airbags started leaking. So rather than getting rebuilt airbags, I converted the suspension to regular suspension from Eddie Spinks Air Suspension Company. I don't think he's in business anymore. So there's no air ride. There is no air ride light. There is no air ride light. Again, legit, no check engine light. She runs good. You heard the engine. Just a little chirp. And maybe the alternator. When I did the motor, I did new brake lines, I did new engine mounts, I did a new starter, I did a new alternator, and a new windshield. I spent $1,000 on the motor, $1,500 on labor, and another $1,000 on those other parts that I just told you about. So I can get you a date on the engine. I got the engine off of an old man's car up in Massachusetts. It had probably between 60 and 80,000 miles. My engine blew over the outer bridge.